So today is January 26th. I've got my raggedy makeshift garage set up for this little International 184 tractor. Now a guy, I don't know if I'd said this in another video or not. He is one of my neighbors. He buys hay off of me every year, and they picked up another horse, and he needed some more round bales. And well, I didn't want to leave him hanging, obviously, on needing hay, so he traded me this tractor for 20 round bales. And these chickens are so loud. But yeah, it's not a bad tractor. It runs good. The one thing that's wrong with it, since when I got it, was it needs a deck belt. And one of the pulleys, take you over and show that. One of the pulleys is just rusting away. So it's terrible. You know, you can see my finger through it. I was able to locate one of those from a place called Hamilton Bob's. It was 42 bucks. So I think I had $60 in that pulley and a new set of belts for it. Went ahead and got plugs and wires. Here's the wires and a distributor cap, rotor button, because it didn't look like that had ever been changed. Ever. Still got to get a air filter for it. And the other thing he said, he said it moves really good until the, pulley shredded the belt. But he said if you mowed with it for too long, it would start to get hot. He said he noticed once he put those side shields, which is these, and the hood back on it, because when he got it, it was all taken apart, because they had way too long of an alternator belt on it. So the alternator, was hung way over to the side, because whoever had it before him just put whatever belt they had, and the alternator didn't fit underneath the hood anymore. So once he put the hood and the side shields back on it, he said it did start cooling, and he could mow as long as he wanted to, as long as he left it at half throttle, maybe 3/4. But it didn't have a fan shroud. And here I've also from Hamilton Bob's. This is a used fan shroud. I paid $20 for. Can't beat that. And I thought, man, why does it not have a fan shroud? I got to looking at it, and I'm assuming when this happened, whoever hit something, broke the radiator mount there. You can see that. It's just they're soldered, and it kind of tweaked all this. I noticed I was standing here and I was thinking, like, man, that's totally not straight with the tractor. The radiator isn't. So then I started doing a little more inspection. This is the fan. I already have it taken off to do the to put the shroud on. And I look, and every blade has nicks out of it. So I'm assuming whenever they hit something, I'm guessing the fan shroud started hitting the fan and they just took it off or cut it off, or God knows what. But it runs good. Just got to get it serviced up, and basically I'm going to use this to mow around the hay property and keep the edge of the property cleaned up. And got a brand new bucket of Hy-Tran there and a new filter for the hydraulics. Going to service all that. And I tell you what, this is the only tractor we have that'll actually charge a battery, and I was so excited about that I went out and bought a brand new battery for it. So we'll get some more stuff going on it and maybe fire it up for you. All right, so yeah, I was going to put this on. I noticed, I was like, oh, well, that's not at all gonna fit. So I tried moving some things, bending some things, whatever. I can't get it to fit. And then I look at this piece here, and if you look right there, it's already got a dent. So I'm assuming that's where they pried it out of the donor tractor. And I'm just gonna grind that off. Got my grinder here. My wife, she's gonna hold the camera for me so you guys can see me grind on this. And well, probably better ways to do it, but I don't want to take a bunch of bolts off that are probably gonna break, because this tractor's already got a bunch of broken stuff on it. And I'm just gonna grind it off and slip it in there. Probably should have put my handle on, but oh well. Is it the right way? Probably not. Is it the wrong way? Your guess is as good as mine. But at least making it look like that and then deburring it might make it seem not as rigged together, or, you know, maybe a little more factory. Like I said, you always got to come back and take up all your sharp edges so nobody ever gets hurt on it. All right, let's see if that fits. Okay, maybe. Might get lucky, might have to do a whole lot more, who knows. I hope not a whole lot more. And then in about the right spot, maybe. There, just like that. It's only minor damage to the fins on the radiator. I don't think it'll leak though. Alright, so obviously we got it in here. I went and found some screws that'll fit this, and now I have to get the fan in there. I started to screw it on and I thought, oh, I'm forgetting something. So maybe this will go in here okay, maybe it won't. Might actually have to slide it back out. Yeah, there we go. Kind of a pain on such a small tractor, to be honest, because you know, it's not like a car or a truck that's got all the room in the world to get to. I hope I don't have to take the upper radiator hose off. Betting I won't. And maybe, there it goes, it's on there now. I did this with a wrench before, so I don't know if I can, should be able to get a wrench in there obviously, but I can get it spun to the right spot, or just have it come back off, why not? Maybe if we get one started, we will be able to, because I got one started, and we'll swivel it back up, and get it. Okay, it's on the hub again. It'll fall off here in another 2 seconds. Oh, yep. No, I called that one, didn't I? Should have known to have the bolt in my hand. Well, I'll spare you all the tedious details of this, but you just stick your hand in there and get it done, I guess. Alright, so my theory was correct, because if you look, that lines pretty well up with the nick on the fan blade. Sorry for my finger there. Yeah. Yep. Right there. Sorry, it took me a second to zoom it. But I got her on there, found some screws. Only one of them stripped, of course. But yeah, don't have a radiator cap on it because this one is junk. It just keeps spinning, so like I might be able to bend that tab back down and maybe see if it works. But the seal's pretty well crap on it anyways. I don't know how much a new one is. I did already go ahead and put spark plugs in it. The old ones didn't look bad, but they were leaking. And that's kind of weird because that's the third one of these International C60. It's a 60 cubic inch engine, or 59.5. But it's the third one I've ever worked on, ever. And all three of them, the spark plugs were loose. So maybe that's something to look out for. Or maybe they, you know, they use a crush washer type of seal. So I guess now this is on there okay. I got to find a screw for right there and put my other side panel back on. Like I said, I'm going to fix where the solder broke on this radiator. I'll probably wait for another video because it's cold and it's windy, and the cold isn't that bad, but the wind will blow the heat away from it, so I won't be able to solder it good with a propane torch. So yeah, we're going to keep trucking and see what doesn't happen.